The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
Hello, everyone. It's the week of June 3rd, 2019. My name is Taylor Cooper, and this might be news to you. What up, everybody? It's Season 5, Episode 6. With me, as always, co-host Kev. What up, Kev?
What up, guys?
What up, Danny?
What's up?
All right, so get at us at mbnnetwork.com. Now, check it out. This week is the Patreon preview week. Listen, I'm going to give everybody out there a good preview of what it's like to be a Patreon for the Might Be On. God damn it. I fucked that up.
No, roll with it.
I fucked that up. If you were a patron on our Patreon, this is what it's going to be like all week. It's going to be 90-minute episodes all the way around. I'm very excited about this. Check it out. If you like what you hear, if you like the 90-minute episodes, we also have a limited special Game of Thrones spectacular that we're going to put out this week as well. So stay tuned for that. That would be a Patreon exclusive. Something like that would be a Patreon exclusive.
And we're trying to give you free shit.
Free shit as well. Yes.
You not only get the extra content, but you are entered into a monthly giveaway of something completely cool.
And we're trying to give you free shit.
Yeah.
T-shirts, books, cups. I can't even name it all. Please go check out the Patreon. Just please, you will not be disappointed.
Patreon.com/MBN Network. That's the easiest way to find us on there. It's
Fucking
wonderful.
do it. You will not be let down.
I love it because it gives you a direct line of communication with us. It's a different form of, we can message each other. You could talk to us about what you like about the shows, what you don't like about the shows. It's just a very, very cool experience. Shout out to Kat and also our newest patron on Patreon, the PA Brew Review guys. They hit us up on Patreon. It's fantastic. We're going to give them everything, all the incentives. You get a tumbler, Might Be News tumbler. You get autographed books. You get autographed pictures. You get all kinds of shit from the Novak and Franz show. It's nuts.
If you get a Might Be News t-shirt, you choose to get a Might Be News t-shirt, I'll sign it.
Yeah. I mean, the t-shirts, what we're going to do is we're going to set goals. And once we hit a certain amount of people that we get, I'm going to hit you up. Everybody's going to get a free t-shirt. Because that way I know what size to get. I know what we need to get. Boom. We're going to have monthly giveaways, like Kev said. And also, just every now and then, I'm just going to swoop in and just give everybody something for free.
There you go.
I'm hyped that people are joining it. I'm hyped that people are interested in it. And this week is going to be a solid preview of that. Every platform, SoundCloud, Spotify, everybody is getting a 90-minute episode of every show that we do this week. So I'm very excited about it.
And listen, it's really easy for us to pause the payments. So in between seasons, if we take a month off, Taylor can actually go onto the website and pause your payment so you are not paying for the services if we are not uploading content.
That's a fantastic point, Danny. It's one click of a button. Seriously. I was looking into it because that was my biggest question.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I know full well that we take a month off when we do 26 some weeks in a row, pretty much. I know we're going to want to take some time off. And how is Patreon going to work that way? So I looked right into it, and it's boom. It's right in front of me. Just stop payment, one click, done. And then
we're not coming out with new content. You're not getting charged.
Straight up. It's easy that way. And it's fair. You know what I mean? I want this to be fair. I want it to be good for the people that are doing it. I want them to feel important. And the people that are listening to the Patreon episodes love them because after the hour's up, we just kind of cut loose and have fun. I mean, we're already having fun, but like, it's just a different thing. It's kind of like a VIP kind of look into the, it's an extended episode. We're talking about shit that we didn't talk about during the hour. And plus it's just up to 2.5, maybe sometimes even up to 5 hours of free content a week. Not free, but you know what I'm saying. Bonus content is what I mean. So anyway, might be news. Season 5, episode 6. Danny, you got some good news?
I sure do.
Let's fucking do it.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
All right, week 6, Danny, what do you got?
All right, so my first story is coming out of East Ridge, Tennessee. We all hear about restaurants that go the extra mile, that help people out. Well, makes sense that this is coming from a Chick-fil-A down in East Ridge, Tennessee. Brian Hall was in line at the Chick-fil-A, and he got a flat tire. He said something to the people at the window that, hey, you know, I got a flat tire, I got to pull over for a second. Before he even got to move his car, there were 5 employees that ran out of Chick-fil-A with a hydraulic jack and jacked this guy's car up like it was a freaking pit stop and changed this guy's tire for him right on the spot.
Wow.
Extra mile, they went inside and recooked all of his food and gave him fresh food so his food would not be cold when he got home.
Wow.
Why the fuck do they have a hydraulic jack in Chick-fil-A?
Listen, I don't know, but they had it and they used it and it came in handy.
Huh.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. My last story is coming out of Nevada. Nevada is directing almost $2 million of the revenue they made from recreational marijuana to help the homeless. A county in Nevada has earmarked nearly $2 million of its revenue made from the legal marijuana industry to go towards help of the Southern Nevada, an organization that's providing shelter and resources to homeless youth. The Clark County Commission budgeted $9.7 million from cannabis licensing fees to go towards reducing homelessness. That $1.8 million they officially earmarked in the first round of the funding run from the marijuana licensing fees that the county is putting towards the initiative.
Wow.
Good things are coming out of this. Good things.
Yeah, yeah.
The Colorado Community College is getting paid for from medical marijuana.
Yeah.
They're now helping the homeless.
Recreational.
I'm sorry, recreational marijuana. Nevada, they are helping the homeless and getting them off of the streets and feeding them from all this money that they're making from the taxes of recreational marijuana. A lot of good coming from it, and they're putting it to good use.
It's so crazy, too.
It is.
Because I have no idea why it's not legal. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah. There's the pros outweigh the cons astronomically for recreational marijuana.
I still think it has something to do with that they can't tell how much you've smoked
They're working on that.
when you get into a car.
They can, though, by doing blood tests.
Yeah, they just can't tell immediately. In order for them to
Yeah,
tell,
they can't do a breathalyzer
they
like
have
they do
to-
for alcohol.
They have to take you in.
But they can take you to the hospital and have blood drawn, and it will show that. Because I know it's the same with nicotine. When nicotine is in your system, it turns to some sort of different chemical in your body, and they can do a blood test, and they can tell you the exact day you had a cigarette last. Just by how much of that chemical is in your bloodstream, how much has metabolized into something else, and how much is turning into this chemical. So it is possible.
I have one other good news story that I just saw recently, and I just wanted to share it real quickly.
Yo, you're blowing my spot up.
I know. I'm sorry. I know.
This is bullshit.
I think you guys are really going to like this, though. Rap star Nelly has been quietly sending 2 kids to college every year for a decade.
No
That's pretty
shit.
Yeah. And
Saw that on Facebook.
But he's totally like gone under the radar about it.
Completely.
Like, this is the first time that anybody's like really heard about
I mean,
it.
this has been going on for a decade now,
Yeah.
and we're just hearing about it.
He said, as for why he's kept his educational scholarships under the radar, Nelly remarked that it's about making a change, not making an impression.
All right, Nelly.
It's dope.
Okay.
So we're going to go a little backwards this week because we realized before the show that we have more reviews and more points than we have actual news to talk about. So we're going to do What's the Point first. Here we go. What's the point?
Is there a point to this?
What is your
Are
point?
you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
Kev, what's your point?
So I saw this story about the San Francisco mayor has created an app.
Oh,
Have you guys ever been to San Francisco?
Nope.
no.
Know about the homeless problem in San Francisco?
Nope.
Yes, I've heard that people just shit in the streets.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
So the San Francisco mayor has created an app. It's called Poop Patrol.
You weren't joking about that, were you?
I read something about it. It sounds pretty terrible.
So you can actually download this app. Anybody can download this app, and you go onto the app. If you happen to walk across a pile of human feces,
yeah.
you mark it on the map, and then somebody is sent out to clean up the poop.
It's a poo Uber.
It's a poober.
Uber. Yeah.
Poober.
Wow.
Poober. But yeah, because the homeless problem is so big in San Francisco, you're right. People are just shitting in the streets because there's nowhere for them to go. So they actually have a health issue with it.
Yeah.
The mayor created this app called Poo Patrol. And you mark spots on the map of where there's human feces on the sidewalk, and it's somebody's job to come out and clean it up.
I like poober better.
Yeah, but this is genius, though. This guy had a legitimate problem on his hands, and for him, that has to be an easy app to make.
Oh yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Uber's already created.
Yeah, and it's gonna help him solve this problem that he's been dealing
Essentially,
with.
you're going on there, and I mean, there's no obvious money involved, but
Right.
like, come pick this poop up.
Well, dude, it's not money involved. It's about not stepping in human shit
Yeah,
walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah,
that's fucking horrible.
yeah.
We need to move to San Francisco and create an app called Poober, and involve money somehow. Like, you want us to come get it? All right. How big is the poop? It's gonna be
Well, you
$1 or
you
two.
could do like incentives. Like
Yeah.
once they go out and clean it up, if it's a legitimate pile of shit, like hey, you get a $1 put into a cash app.
You get like a poo pillow. You seen like the emoji pillows that have the poop pillow. You know what I'm talking about?
You get shroot bucks for every poop. Shroot bucks for every poop you find.
When I first got emojis, I thought that was chocolate ice cream.
Did you really?
I did. I was like, what is this? It can't be poop, right? And then I was like, it has to be pudding or ice cream. And then somebody was like, nah, dude, it's poop. I was like, yo, that was my first instinct, but I was like, they couldn't have put poop on my phone, right?
They put poop on your
They
phone.
definitely did.
Why
with,
would
with
you-
a smiley face.
Yeah,
It's great.
why wouldn't the poop be in like a bowl or a cone or something?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think, because like emojis are typically like faces, there's faces, right? Do you think that it's just a pile of poop, or do you think it's a shit head? Because it is smiling. Or do you
Danny,
think
what's your point?
What's my point? Speaking of shitheads, this isn't my point, but I'm just going to throw this out there. I fucking can't stand Drake.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
You're talking about you were watching the finals.
I was watching game 1 of the NBA Finals. So in our time space continuum, it's Friday. I was watching game 1 of the finals Thursday night, and I can't stand Drake so bad. Like, I want the Raptors to win because I'm tired of seeing Golden State win, but I want the Raptors to lose because fuck Drake.
Yep.
The way that he was acting after the game and that little shit-eating grin that he was doing, like, you're trash.
Yeah. To
He reminded me of Donald Trump and that
Oh.
face that Donald Trump makes.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, I can't stand
I
him.
hate Drake so much. I can't stand his music. I think he's just trash.
His voice
He's
annoys me.
trash. And I'm sure he's a really nice guy. But like,
Way to cover your bases.
he's trash. Can't stand his music. Like, I can't stand looking at him when he's at basketball games. I hated the way that he trolled Joel Embiid. I'm sore about it.
Oh, yeah.
Sore about it. I don't like him. I
No,
don't like him.
can't
You're
stand
right. I would totally be rooting for Toronto. I would be in that, but I'm not. I hope Golden State wins in at least 5 games, 6 maximum,
Why?
because no, Drake can't have a championship. Toronto can't win anything until Drake.
If Drake was not as vocal as he is,
I'd be fine.
You'd be fine with it?
Yep. I'd be fine.
Fuck you, Drake.
Fuck Drake.
See what you're doing to us?
Trash.
Dude, if you had as much pull as Drake, if you were in the limelight like Drake, and the Eagles were playing somebody in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be sitting there going, "You're trash," or rooting.
Of course I would.
Okay,
Of course
so
I would.
fucking get off his dick about it.
No, there's a difference between being a passionate fan and being annoying. When the NBA has to get involved and tell Drake, you need to cool it down and sit the fuck down and not step on the court,
They did.
You know you're going overboard.
I didn't know that.
So
Yeah,
here's the thing.
NBA got involved and said, you need to stop.
Here's the thing.
Like, you're going too far.
Basketball, the NBA, and the way that the seats and everything is constructed, I couldn't do that at a football game. Somehow Kevin Hart managed to during the Super Bowl when the Eagles won, but that's Kevin Hart. Okay,
Did you see the whole video of
yes,
all that?
he was wasted. He totally embarrassed himself.
Well, the
but
best part
great.
was afterwards.
Yeah.
When he was on, I forget what talk show he was on, but he told them, like, listen, I need to find that security guard and I'm going to send him the nicest basket I can find because he saved me from embarrassing the shit out of myself.
it's crazy.
He said he wanted to run up on stage, grab the trophy, and say, "We did it!"
And the security guard was like, Kevin, not now.
Right. But the difference is that a normal person could not do that at a football game. 0% chance.
No.
0% chance. But at basketball games, Drake is sitting inches away from where those players are.
Yeah.
Inches away.
He almost got ran over last night.
He almost got ran over. But in the previous series with Toronto, he's running over to the coach, like rubbing his back and doing all this shit during the game. Like he's yelling at players like right next to them. That can't happen.
like going
That can't happen.
into a timeout. The one team has to pass Drake, and he's walking out onto the court and he's trash talking him on the court.
That can't happen.
I didn't know. See,
it's
I wasn't
bad.
watching it. So,
bad.
wow.
It's
I
bad.
almost want to watch it just for that.
Dude, that's been happening the entire playoffs.
If you want
The
to
entire playoffs.
watch the next game, because the next one is in Toronto, so he'll definitely be there.
Huh.
Yeah.
And the camera always seems to find him.
Oh yeah, because it's a spectacle now, and he knows it, and that's what another thing that annoys the shit out of me about it. Yeah, you're trash. Fucking God, Drake is trash. So you said that wasn't your point. What is your
That
point?
was not my point. Wanted to talk about two kids down in Florida. You guys ever do senior skip day
Yes.
Yes.
in high school? So did I. You ever do anything dumb
Yes.
during senior skip day?
Yes.
Well, these two kids, they did that. They went
Yeah,
down.
we did something stupid together, I think, on senior skip day at least once or twice. I skipped all the time when I was a senior, so
Yeah.
No, that's not what I was laughing at. But I don't. What are you talking about? I don't even know if I want you to say what you're talking about.
you probably don't.
Yeah,
You don't.
let's not.
Aw, that's no fun.
So these two seniors, Taylor Smith and Heather Brown, were participating in senior skip day when they went down to the beach down in Florida. They decided to go out for a swim when they saw an island out in the ocean and decided they were going to try and swim to that ocean. They first made it to a buoy, and then they realized that the island looked a little further away than they thought. So they tried to swim towards the light tower, but the rip current pulled them out to sea.
Ugh.
Stranded out to sea for close to 2 hours. And at one point, they're
Treading water.
because
Oh my
they
God.
stopped swimming because they said, if we continue to swim, we are going to wear ourselves out and we are going to drown. So they held on to each other, and Tyler looked up to the sky and said, God, if you're there, we need help. We need you right now. 30 minutes later, a boat came and picked them up. Guess what the name of the boat was? Amen.
Huh.
The name of the
crazy.
boat was the Amen.
Wow.
Pulled these two kids up onto the boat, got them dried off, gave them towels. The kids told them the story, and the captain looked at the guy and said, well, the name of my boat is the Amen. So it looks like God answered your prayers. I don't care if you don't believe in God. I don't care if you're not a religious person. That is a cool story.
That's pretty
Wow.
dope.
That's a cool story. And it's going to be a lesson to these kids. Don't do something stupid like that on senior skip day because they almost did not make graduation.
No doubt. That's crazy. My point is going to be a review at some point, but dude, Jackie and I started watching that Chernobyl miniseries on HBO, and it's absolutely bananas. It's absolutely bananas, and this is based off of obviously a true event that happened in 1986 in Russia at a power plant called Chernobyl. And the nuclear reactor literally blew up. And they didn't know that that's what happened. They just thought that there was an explosion and that the roof was on fire and everybody was going to be okay. And this show takes you really deep inside of that whole problem and a lot of the solutions that they had to come up with in a very limited amount of time. They had people working in 90-second shifts on the roof of that power plant in complete lead suits, just running out there with shovels trying to clear off all the debris off the roof because it was all radioactive. But they had to get it off of there because they were going to build a cover over it and whatever. But like literally 90 seconds, and they had to run back to get the fuck away from it.
What the fuck can you do in 90 seconds?
Nothing. They show it, and it's like they run out there, throw a couple pieces off the edge of the roof, and run back. Like it's ridiculous. And they just had lines of soldiers doing it. They were soldiers doing that. It was nutty. Straight up, the worst way to die. Like watching the show, I have come to the conclusion that surviving or being exposed to something like that and the poison that happens to your body from something like that, worst way to die. Straight up and down. 100%. Your body literally melts from the inside out.
No thanks.
I'll pass.
Literally melts from the inside out.
I'm good.
But the problem was that they were sending like firefighters in there just to put the fire out because they didn't know that the reactor blew.
And they're not going to think twice about it. They
No,
see a fire.
They ran right in.
They're going to go
Yep.
and do their job.
They ran right in, and it showed what happened to those firefighters afterwards. And it was horrible. One guy like touched a piece of the building like that blew off. He like touched it, like picked it up, one of the firefighters. And then like he just put it down, went about his business. And he was one of the hose guys. And he ended up like, he like dropped the hose and his hand was like shaking real bad. And like he took his gloves off and his hand was just melting. Like minutes later, it was just, his hand was just melting. It was fucking nuts, dude.
I might have
nuts.
to watch this.
It was really good. And there's so much more about it that I didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
And the process that they had to go through to essentially save most of Europe, because the fallout from that, the explosion that they avoided from that, the meltdown, would have been catastrophic.
Yeah.
Like way bad.
Is this your point or your review?
That's my point, because the last episode of it actually comes out the day that this episode comes out. I believe.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I want to finish the miniseries. I think I'm pretty positive. Like IMDb only says that there's 5 episodes, and we watched 4.
Okay.
So I believe this one coming up is the end.
And this was on TV, on
This is
Netflix?
HBO.
This is on HBO.
HBO, okay.
Yeah.
It started right after Game of Thrones ended, and it's nobody's really talking much about it, but I read an article saying that it's one of the highest rated shows on IMDb.
Really?
Yeah, like people really like. I really like it. Like the way that they're telling the story. It's not confusing. It's very straightforward. I mean, there's obviously a lot of like nuclear kind of physicist stuff in there, but they explain it, which is nice. And and there's not many like subtitles. It's all in English, even though it takes place in Russia. Like, you pretty much get the gist of what's going on. And honestly, I want to finish it so I can watch it again, because it goes by pretty quick. It's entertaining in a weird way, just because like it holds your attention. But I find it very interesting. Very interesting. It's really crazy. All right, so let's do late review, because Danny, you have a couple things to review.
I do.
Okay, Here we go. I know it's a little late, but
You're just hearing about this?
Can't believe I'm just hearing.
why didn't I know about this sooner? Kev, what's your review?
I don't have one.
You're kidding.
I watched Zombieland on Netflix.
Good.
I watched Zombieland on Netflix. Dude, my absolute favorite part of that movie is when... I know you like that movie.
I love that movie.
You like that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like Zombieland?
I don't know if I've seen it.
It's the one with Woody Harrelson and I don't remember the guy's name. Emma Stone's in it.
Emma
right?
Stone,
Yeah.
the one weirdo nerdy kid.
Yeah, who plays Mark Zuckerberg in the Facebook movie.
Right.
and Now You
I don't
See Me
think I've
movies.
seen it.
Oh, really? You should watch it. It's good. It's funny.
Bill
It's really
Murray's
fun.
in it.
Yeah, Bill Murray's in it.
What's your favorite part of that movie?
It's a toss up. There's a bunch of really good parts of that movie.
Dude, when Woody Harrelson and Emma Stone are like, so the I forget what the kid's name is, but he's in the theater. You should go in there and scare him.
Yeah.
And he comes in acting like a zombie when zombies are taking over the world and shoots Bill Murray.
Oh.
Dude, I was rolling
Yeah.
for like the 800th time that I've seen it.
Yeah.
Dude, because it's just so good. I saw it pop up on the Netflix the other day, so I was like, I gotta watch it.
I think it was. I like the scene. It's in the beginning when what's his name? Jesse Eisenberg, is that his name?
I don't remember.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, he when he's running around the parking lot.
Oh yeah,
I just like that part. Like, I think that shit's hilarious. Like,
He's going over the rules.
yeah, the rules of surviving in a zombie apocalypse. And like cardio, you just have to run. And
Always
like,
check the back seat.
Yeah, just run in circles like until you outrun it and can do what you need to do. Because he drops the keys and he just keeps running around in a circle until he like gets far enough away that he can fucking unlock the car.
That movie by far
The
is
Twinkies.
Dude, is great. It's great.
Yeah.
But that movie by far is one of my favorite zombie movies. It's right there under I Am Legend.
Because it's still brutal.
Yeah.
Like it's still
it's
definitely
gory as shit.
It's definitely still brutal.
But that's one of my top favorite zombie movies. I saw it on Netflix. I had to watch it. Dude, I got to give that movie like a 8.5 out of 10. It's good.
It is good.
It's good.
Yeah. I agree. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Good pick, Kev.
Thanks.
Danny, what do you got?
So I watched a few movies. First one I'm going to talk about. Let's do Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. This was a corny movie, a corny comedy.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Step Brothers. Zac Efron is one of the main characters. I forget the guy's name.
He's from Workaholics. I don't remember his name either.
He's in
but
Pitch. He's in Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, he's really funny.
This movie had me laughing out loud at parts, and at some parts it was like, nah, they're trying a little too hard to be funny.
Yeah,
But I found it more funny than not.
yeah.
Like, I really enjoyed it. It was a good laugh.
I like their relationship, the two brothers.
Yes.
They're really funny, and what I like a lot also is their relationship with their sister. Like how they would do like anything for her. Like they like fighting each other, and then she just walks in and she's like, "Stop it!" And they're just like, "Okay, sorry." Like,
So
it's
for
great.
people
It's
who
really
haven't
good.
seen this, Zac Efron and his brother are wild. They like to party. They like to have a good time, and it usually always ends up being a little overboard. Well, their sister's getting married, and they're scared that they are going to ruin the wedding. So they make them find dates to bring to the wedding. So there's a girl there, and they're not feeding off of each other. And it was hysterical. It reminded me of my kids.
They find two wild ass chicks too.
Yeah.
But they think are like down to earth normal girls. but they're crazy. It's Anna Kendrick and oh damn it, I love her too, and I can't remember her fucking name. She's from Parks and Rec. Damn it, I don't remember her name.
We'll find her name.
Yeah, she's great.
But no, it was a funny movie.
What'd you rate it?
I'll give it a 7.
That's good.
7.
Yeah.
The next movie I watched, The Upside, with Bryan Cranston. Is that how you say his last name?
Yep.
And Kevin Hart. Based off of a true story, Brian is a paraplegic. He's paralyzed from the neck down. And he's looking for a caregiver to be with him, live with him.
Mega rich. He's mega rich.
Yeah, like multi-million dollars. And
Is it a comedy?
Yes,
There's
and
funny
no.
parts. There's funny parts.
Yes and no.
It's not a comedy. It's not like
It's a drama / comedy.
yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Hart is down on his luck and ends up finding this interview process for this guy's new assistant by accident.
Yep.
And the relationship that Brian and Kevin had in this movie is, I think it puts the movie over the top.
Agreed.
It was an incredible movie. There were moments where I was wiping tears away. There was moments I was laughing my ass off.
Right.
I liked it a lot more than I thought I would, especially because it was based off a true story.
Yes.
And it was one of those true stories that had a great ending.
right.
It didn't end cheesy where you were left guessing. It had a great ending. Nicole Kidman's in it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solid 9.5.
Yeah.
Solid 9.5.
It's one of the best movies I've seen this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
for sure.
great.
Yeah, it was really good.
And for my last review, I listened to you, Taylor.
Yeah, we talked about this at the Patreon end of last week's show.
Yep.
I said I was going to go see John Wick 3, and I found out that neither of you guys have ever seen any of the John Wicks.
So he abused me and he yelled at me and he called me a whole bunch of names. So I went home and I watched John Wick Chapter 1, followed up by John Wick Chapter 2. I'm really mad at myself that I've waited this long to watch that movie.
I knew it, dude.
Because
I knew you'd
Keanu
love
Reeves
it.
is hard as shit.
I knew you'd love it.
That movie was gangster. It kept me on the edge of my seat for the whole movie. And what I liked about it, like Chapter 1, it was only an hour and 45 minutes.
Right.
And it wasn't one of those movies that felt like it was dragging at parts. Like there was constant action.
Yeah.
And
Had a little bit of a build up in the beginning just to set it up.
you have to. You
Yep.
have to know the whole story, the
Just
whole
to
backstory.
set it up, and then from then on, it was
But
just
once John Wick
nuts.
becomes
Yeah.
John Wick, holy Christ.
Yep.
I'm talking like a combination of Denzel from The Equalizer, Sylvester from Rambo, like a whole combination of all these badasses, Jack Bauer from 24, and put them all into one character, and that's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And he played that character phenomenally.
perfection.
Just the way he handles the guns, he handles the martial arts, the fist-to-fist combat. Incredible movie. 9.8.
Wow. That for the first one?
I'll do a 9.1 for the first and 9.8 for the second.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the second more than the first because the second, literally as soon as the movie started, it picked right back up from where the first movie left off.
Yes. Yes. And my review this week is the John Wick 3, which picks up literally seconds after the second one.
You want me to sit this out so I don't hear any spoilers?
I'm not going to give any spoilers.
Okay.
No spoilers. But I'm gonna tell you right now that I think it's the best one yet.
Really?
And I think that the action, the fighting, somehow elevated.
Is that possible?
That's what I'm saying, dude. We were in the theater and multiple times, more than 10 times probably. The whole theater was just like, oh, like, and just like, that was awesome kind of, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit. Like,
See, I did that during Chapter 2 because everybody in this movie knows how bad of a badass John Wick is, or how much of a badass he is. And they always tell the story about him killing 3 guys in a bar with a pencil.
Yes.
Chapter 2, that pencil comes into play.
Yep.
And when he killed those 2 guys with that pencil, I was in my seat going, oh my God, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
I'll tell you one thing about the movie, and it's one of the first things that happens, so it's like not a spoiler.
Okay.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
So
Don't tell us.
the backup center for the 76ers, Boban Bojanovic, whatever his name is, he's in the movie, and him and John Wick fight each other in a library,
Yeah.
and it's one of the best fight scenes in the movie.
Can
in my
Boban
opinion.
fight, though?
He fights the shit out of John Wick in this movie.
Does he really?
He definitely gets killed by John Wick, and it's very, very gangster how he kills him. It's very gangster.
Yo, all of his kills are gangster.
You want me to tell you how he kills Boban?
Sure.
He fucking punches him or kicks him in the gut or somehow, and he falls down to his knees. John Wick grabs a book off the shelf, stands it straight up on the table, and bends Boban's head over it and punches his head and breaks his neck over the
Fuck
book.
out of here, man.
Hard as shit. It was hard as shit. And you in the theater, you hear it. It's like his neck break. Dude, he had a bunch of gangster kills in that movie. It was really, really
Oh,
hard.
man. I can't wait to see
Halle
that.
Berry's in it. And she's gangster as shit. Lawrence Fishburne's in it again. It's near perfect movie. I'd give it a 9.8 too.
Really?
Yeah, I'd give it a 9.8.
Wow.
See, because I would do it after seeing that. I would probably do yours a little different. Like mine would be different. Like I'd give John Wick 1 a 9, 2 9.5, 3 9.75.
So
that'll be my rating.
This is one of those weird instances where the movie actually gets better
Yes,
as it goes on.
yes, and I can't wait for the 4th one.
They already
Can't
started
wait.
filming, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they start filming, but it's definitely in.
Okay.
Like they're working on it. I'm very, very hyped.
Can I cut you guys off?
You just did.
I want to see how smart you guys are.
Oh, boy.
I just want to get this in.
Do it.
Just a couple brain teasers that I
Uh-oh.
thought were fun.
Potato.
That you thought were fun.
What has 4 wheels and flies?
4 wheels and flies.
Yeah.
A fucking plane.
Planes have 3 wheels.
There's multiple wheels on those wheels.
1, 2, 3, 4. So it has 6.
Okay.
A trash truck.
And flies. Wow.
Oh, I get it.
What happens once a minute, twice a moment, and never in 1,000 years?
You get the respect that you deserve from me.
The letter M.
Ah.
And this is the last one I got for you. What is as light as a feather, but the strongest man can't hold it for more than 5 minutes?
I don't know.
I would say light as a feather, but the strongest man can't hold it for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Your breath. You guys suck.
I think that you suck.
These were more on the lines of dad jokes. You're
Yeah.
bringing back the dad jokes.
I love them.
Borderline
Yeah.
dad jokes.
I love 'em.
Dad
I
jokes.
didn't want to know where you found that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the first part of our show. We got a couple news stories to talk about, and then we're going to do This Week in History. You have that, correct, Kev?
Maybe.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Let's take a break.
So you've been listening to the Might Be News Network, but you still can't get enough each week? Become our patron on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/MBN Network to become a patron and get exclusive content now. For as little as $5 per month, you'll get access to extended episodes of all your favorite shows, as well as perks including MBN merch and monthly giveaways. Just want to support the network? Become a patron for as much or as little as you'd like. Patreon.com/MBN Network. 2 hours of bonus content each week guaranteed. Your contribution contributions will help make the Might Be News Network bigger and better than ever before. Patreon.com/MBN Network.
Welcome back to Might Be News.
We're back.
Season 5, Episode 6. Feels so good. We're doing the damn thing. Last month, our premiere month, I suppose, for Season 2, was a huge success. More people are listening to the shows than ever. I feel like a lot of Novak and Franz listeners are checking out the other shows, and it's kind
Would you people just sign up for the Patreon?
Easy, Kev. Easy. Calm down.
Patreon.com/MBN Network. It's the easiest way to find us on there, and it's never been easier for you to find your new favorite podcast. We're everywhere, people. Shit is great. And like I said, more people are listening than ever before. So I sincerely thank you guys out there. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the shows. Check out, I'm glad that you're here for this special 90-minute episode. It's going to be happening all week. Patreon preview week.
You drink coffee in the morning?
I do.
You drink coffee in the morning?
Sure do.
I bet a lot of people listening right now drink coffee in the morning.
That's true.
You sign up for the Patreon page, guess what? We get a coffee cup, travel mug.
It's a baller one, too.
It is badass looking.
Baller. Yeah. I just ordered them, and they're really nice.
This is Might Be News.
Might Be News Network is what it says.
But this show is Might Be News.
Correct.
Coffee cup is news to me.
Wow. That's what we're doing instead of T-shirts for the beginning.
They're like legit travel mugs. They're really nice.
Double-walled stainless steel. Insulated. Real nice. 16 ounce.
It'll be the talk piece of everywhere you go.
You're going to really like it. I'm telling you, in every level of the Patreon gets that. Bronze, silver, gold. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets a mug. Silver gets the autographed sports book. Incredible baseball stats. And access to exclusive Patreon episodes like the Game of Thrones spectacular that'll be on this week. Gold. So on and so forth. Gold gets autographed Novak and Franz stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. Go there, patreon.com/MBN Network. You can also, there's a link there through our website at mbnnetwork.com. Check it out. I hope you enjoy this week. It's going to be incredible. Let's get into the news. Amanda Eller. Have you heard this name? Do you know who Amanda Eller is?
Sounds familiar.
This is the lady that was lost in the jungle in Hawaii for 17 days.
Oh, yeah.
She said, I quote, "I laid down on a tree. I was looking at the sky, and when I got up and tried to go back the way I came, she thought she had a sense of direction.
She didn't.
The path was not leading me back to my car," she said. "I tried all these different paths, and then I was like, oh, shoot, these are not bike paths. These are not walking paths. These are boar paths."
Wow.
Yeah. She's 35 years old. She's a physical therapist and yoga instructor. She hiked for 7 days until she reached a waterfall. She lived on insects, wild berries, stream water, and slept in the mud.
Could you do that? Could you eat bugs?
I would if I had to, I would have to.
Dude, that's so gross.
So you guys watch Naked and Afraid?
Yeah.
I watch Naked and Afraid all the time. I think I'd be able to do that. Not the naked part. Listen, give me my clothes, but send me out into the wild. Let me bring one thing of my choosing. Give me one other person. And I really think I could do it and actually be good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, because I used to camp a lot with scouts.
Yeah.
You're fucking Eagle Scout. You would be good at it.
Well, one of the things we did was wilderness survival. And they gave us an emergency blanket, an orange, an egg, and something else.
Yeah.
And they sent us out, and we had to survive the night with that. So you had to cook the egg using the orange, which was pretty challenging.
With the peel.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
You cut the orange in half, you scoop out the orange, and then you use the peel and crack the egg into the orange peel.
and just throw away the innards of the orange.
That's it. Well, no, you eat it. I was going to say.
I'm messing around.
No. But I think it'd be fun. She almost, so Naked and Afraid is 21 days. She did what, 17?
17 days.
She was close.
Not naked.
She gained national attention after being lost in the Hawaiian jungle for 17 days, finally told her story in her own words. She said one of her darkest moments was dealing with a flash flood just one day after injuring her legs. So she injured her legs bad, and then there was a fucking flash flood in the jungle where she was. She was, quote, I was sitting in a foot of water on hard rocks that I knew were digging into my skin, but I didn't have a choice. Like she was just stuck. Shit out of luck.
She's gangster.
Shit out of luck. And she was spotted by and rescued by a volunteer search party in a helicopter.
Let that be a lesson to everybody. Don't fucking go and lay down on trees and look at the stars and get lost.
Right. Right.
No, that's awesome, dude, that she got found.
Absolutely crazy. We've talked about this before on the show, things like this, and if we could do it, and because I think we talked about like what survival items we would take if we had like a limited amount. Didn't we talk about that?
It was one of my. I think it was my review. It was the show Alone.
Yeah,
where they go out there and they're given. Is it 10 things to bring out with them?
I think so. Yeah,
and they're given 10 things, whatever they want to bring out, and they don't know how long the other person is going to stay out there, and whoever stays out there longest wins like $50,000 or something like that. But yeah, we had to pick 10 things to bring out.
It's my next story is also nature related. 11 people, at least 11 people have died on Mount Everest this season, this climbing season, I guess, whatever. It's the highest toll since 2015. As the government of Nepal issued a record number of permits allowing climbers to scale the mountain.
You have to have a permit to climb a mountain?
Yes, this one. Yeah, you do.
That's
you do.
dumb.
Well, for reasons like this.
For reasons like this.
They just had 11 people die that didn't even reach the top. So if you're just some random Joe Schmo who wants to try to climb this mountain and you die before you reach the top, nobody's going to find you.
Many experienced mountaineers have blamed the increased number of climbers, the deaths on the increased number of climbers, as well as relaxed rules around who was granted a permit for the higher number of fatalities. They're considering, obviously, lessening the amount of permits that they allow. But have you seen videos of this or pictures of this?
Yeah.
There's like straight up traffic jams on the mountain.
Yeah.
It's just a steady line of people freezing to death because they're standing still on the highest peak in the world.
And you're so high up, there isn't that much oxygen up there.
Right.
So you're really hurting up there.
Really, like, it's bad. It's crazy. I saw this and I can't imagine wanting to do this that bad and then making it all the way up there and then just standing in line like I was at Walmart or some dumb shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how mad do you get in like the grocery store when there's a line and like there's no way around the line? There's no register that doesn't have a shit line in it. You know what I'm saying? How mad do you get immediately? Kev, how mad do you get?
Pretty mad.
Danny, how mad do you get?
Can I tell you guys a secret? I don't know if you guys know this or not.
Secret time.
Do you guys know about the fourth in line rule at Giant?
No.
You don't know about this?
No.
Okay, so this is on. If you were a member of the Patreon page, you would be getting some inside information that I'm about to give you right now. When you go to Giant, as long as it's not a major holiday or like the day before a blizzard, if you are the fourth person in your line, if all the other registers are closed, if all the other registers have 4 people or more, if you are the fourth person in line, your entire cart is free.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dead
What?
fucking serious. I've done it 3 times so far. I've gone to Giant in the middle of the day, and they had like 3 or 4 registers open, and there was a line at every single one. and I'm pissed because each time it hasn't been one of my big shopping trips where I spend like $400. The one was like $80. The next one was like $132. But each open register had a line. And I was the fourth person in my line. So the manager walked by and I looked at her and I said, I'm the fourth in line. She quickly opened up another register. And I said, oh, no, I'm staying here. So I got to the front and I said to the lady working the cashier, I said, hey, I was fourth in line. She goes, yeah, what does that mean? She didn't even know. So I had her call the manager over. Dude, it's on the fucking website.
Wow.
It's on the website. If it is not a holiday, before a big event or some other circumstance that would make the Giant just absolutely crowded.
What if like the self-checkout's like open?
But if you have a cart, like you're not going to go through the self-checkout with a cart.
Right. Okay.
All right. So if every register has a line of 4 people or more, or 3 or more, and there's no other register open, your entire cart is free.
That's wild.
I've done it 3 times.
I'd have to check that out. I'm just going to go there and just kind of cherry pick, just hang back.
See, and the third time I did it, and that's exactly what happened. I had to get like 3 or 4 more things, but I walked across the front and I saw the lines and I was like, well, fuck. I jumped in line. The only thing they don't cover is dairy. So I had a gallon of milk. I had to pay $2 for my gallon of milk. But everything else, all $132 was free.
Wow.
Yep.
I did not know this.
Yeah. I'll listen. When we're done, I'll pull it up on their website. It literally says it right on their website.
I have one more story to get to, and we're going to do This Week in History.
Okay. Make it quick.
I'm going to make it quick, Kev. We're running out of time. The World Health Organization added gaming disorder to their international statistical classification of diseases and related health problems list. It's the 11th revision, and it goes into effect sometime in 2020, January in 2020. It's defined as, quote, a pattern of persistent or recurrent gaming behavior that takes precedence over other life interests. Kev, do you have
No.
Do you have gaming disorder?
No. Sometimes I itch to get home and play some games, but
I might have gaming disorder.
No.
I might.
Why?
Play a lot of video games.
So?
I do play a lot of
If
video
your PlayStation broke tomorrow, would you be fiending to run out and buy another one the next day? No.
Not the next day.
Yeah, but you don't have gaming disorder.
Probably by like the next week. I'd be probably pretty upset. Be pretty upset. Yeah. I'd be pretty mad about that. I want a new one. Pretty bad. But I don't know if I'd be like itching, like violent about it or anything. You know what I'm saying? But like, I play a lot of video games. When I'm not doing this, I like to blow shit up on TV.
Right. Oh, dude, we got Cole a Nintendo Switch for his birthday.
Yo, do you like it?
It's so dope.
Do they like
Super
it?
Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if Amy. I think she said something about it on a Relatable Radio, but Jackson doesn't play video games. He's 4 years old, but Cole wanted somebody to play with, so he turns on the PlayStation, loads up Fortnite on the PlayStation, and gives the controller to Jackson. He's like, sit here and play. And then he runs back to the Switch, and because you can do inter systems or whatever on Fortnite.
Yeah.
And he's loading up the Nintendo, and he's screaming out to Jackson what to do. And Jackson's getting so frustrated because Jackson doesn't play video games. He's 4. So Cole is running back and forth, playing both systems so he could kill himself.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. All right, Kev, you ready for This Week in History?
Yeah.
And now it's time
Jesus Christ.
for This Week in History
You got to do me like that.
with co-host Kev.
Fuck.
I think that's my favorite intro out of all of them.
I like it too. I do.
June 4th, 1896, Henry Ford took his first car out for a test drive. 1992, the U.S. Post Office announced After a poll of the people, they preferred the young Elvis Presley stamp over the old Elvis Presley stamp.
If that's the things that they were worrying about back then,
That's a reach.
That's 1992. June 5th, 1933. The United States went off the gold standard. 2004, former President Ronald Reagan died. June 6, 1933, the first drive-in movie theater opened in Camden, New Jersey. June 8th, 1968, James Earl Ray, Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassin, was arrested.
Wow.
Bang.
what was the golden standard?
The gold standard. The gold standard. The U.S. went off the gold standard.
So as far as like using gold as currency,
No. Your
that's not-
gold, the gold equaling money. It's
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
yep,
So they focused more on like
paper currency,
Paper currency.
not gold.
Gotcha.
So it should have been gold currency.
It used to be.
It did.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You could actually, at one point, you could take your paper currency and give it to the bank, and they would have to give you that amount in gold. But
Like gold coins. From John
Gold
Wick.
coins.
Yeah.
John Wick, yeah. Or Sonic.
You wouldn't know about that.
Sonic is rings,
Yeah,
dickhead.
rings. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but they're gold.
They are. Kev, you son of a bitch with your text messages. Come on, Kev. Here it comes. Come on, Kev.
Come on, Kev. Come on, Kev.
I'm fucking disgusted with you.
You're fucking up, Kev. Hint, fucking hint.
Great job as always, Danny.
Dumb.
Listen,
It's stupid. It's stupid. You had to find a way to fucking put it in there somehow. But as
That's what she
always,
said.
dude, I can't wait till we get popular enough so people actually see that you look like a penis. I can't wait. Because you really do.
I know. Kev.
Fucking bearded penis.
I know. Listen, I know that I played it for literally next to no reason.
No reason.
I played it because it's funny.
It's not.
But I will tell you this honestly. Thoroughly impressed with your performance tonight.
I did well.
I'm thoroughly. I'm very excited for you.
I brought extra content.
I'm very excited for you.
wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy how well you did tonight. Danny is just absolutely just. I can't even put into words how good Danny did tonight.
Yeah.
But Kev, you did really good.
Throwing stuff at you.
All right, so we did our show a little out of order, obviously, tonight, but we still have a couple minutes before our exit music comes on. And when that comes on, after that, we're going to continue talking about whatever the fuck we want to for the next 30 minutes. But how do you guys feel about UFOs? Do you believe in aliens? Let me ask you that question. Do you believe in aliens?
When's the exit music playing?
In like 2 minutes.
Okay. I think that if you are so small-headed enough to think how big our galaxy is, to think that there's not something else out there, you're dumb. You're dumb.
So obviously, what you mean by that is that you definitely believe in aliens.
I think that there's something out there.
Something.
There's something out there. Just think about how big our fucking galaxy is.
Right. There has to be some sort of living organism.
Something.
But I'm asking you if you believe in something that walks, talks in its own way, it has a civilization. Do you believe in a civilization outside of Earth?
It'd be cool as long as they're friendly.
See, this is perfect because the music starts now. And on Patreon, like a normal week, you would have to tune into Patreon to hear the rest of this conversation. I have a whole thing about this because the government is kind of acknowledging now that there's definitely been many, many, many UFO sightings in the past. and they actually have people looking into this stuff. Obviously, they're not openly admitting that there's some sort of alien race and coming to America or the world, but there's something crazy out there. There's a bunch of shit flying around out there.
Like where? Like you're not seeing it close to Earth, right?
No, like Navy pilots are seeing these things.
Really?
Like flying around. Yeah.
Over the ocean.
Yeah, all over the place. Patreon.com/mbnnetwork.com, or go to mbnnetwork.com and find our Patreon page that way. But patreon.com/mbnnetwork. That seems to be the easiest way to do it. That's how you would normally get what happens after this song. And all the shows do this.
So do you believe in aliens?
Yes, 1,000%.
What do you think they look like?
I don't know.
Rosie O'Donnell.
You think they would, like, Danny, do you believe in aliens?
I do, actually, yeah.
Hold on. What would chairs look like if your knees bent backwards?
I don't know.
Why are our knees bending backwards?
No, I'm just saying, if your knees bent backwards, what would chairs look like?
A top secret advanced aerospace threat identification program founded in 2007 investigates UFO encounters under the direction of the Pentagon. There's numerous videos of pilots that are seeing shit like this. Intelligence officer Luis Elizondo served as the former director of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, and he's writing a book.
So obviously they're smarter than us. Because they have the technology to get to us, and we don't have the technology to get to them.
Yes. Definitely.
That's bananas.
Exactly what that would mean.
That is crazy.
He said that some reports say that the UFOs were unexpectedly mobile, traveling so fast that they would have experienced gravitational forces or G-force that far exceed the limits of endurance for both humans and aircraft.
What?
Smarter than us.
The F-16 Fighting Falcon aircraft, one of the most maneuverable in the U.S.'s arsenal, reaches its limit at around 16 to 18 Gs, while the human body can withstand about 9 Gs for a very short time. It says. Let's see.
In a G suit.
Right. He said these things that we were observing were pulling 400 to 500 Gs.
Get the hell out of here.
They don't have engines or even wings. They were able to seemingly defy the natural effects of Earth's gravitational pull.
So they have their own gravity in these ships.
That's what some of these things, I guess, look like.
Do they have pictures? Are they moving too fast? Talk to me.
I mean, there's pictures. It's like infrared. It's not like detailed. You see that? That's like from like
it's
a
like
HUD.
a black dot.
Right. But like the way that it moves, the way that's what they can see. They can't see like a detailed image of it.
That's scary to think about, dude.
Are you scared of it though? Because like if this started in 2007 and guaranteed shit like this has been happening since before 2007.
If you fucking opened up your door to walk out to get something at your car at night and there's an alien standing on the other side of your door, you're telling me you wouldn't shit yourself?
Oh, of course I'd shit myself. I'd shit myself instantaneously. Like as soon as my eyes see it and I mentally realize what the fuck it is, shit.
Instant shit.
Just like you in the Home Depot parking lot.
It was on the sidewalk.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
It was on the sidewalk.
All over the place. Just that's what my life would become if I saw an alien. But I'm asking you because like they haven't done anything that we know of.
They're still studying us.
Maybe they're just, just studying us. See, I look at it, and this always sounds crazy to people, but I don't really give a shit. Religion, whatever, everything, whatever. I think that the human race is some sort of a descendant of extraterrestrials. Think about it. There is not a single fucking thing on this planet that can do what we can do. We have fucking phones with the goddamn internet. There's no elephant that can do that.
Why'd you pick elephants?
There's no fucking monkey that can do that. There's no fish that can do that. You don't see cheetahs running a business. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking dog driving a car, like straight up driving a car that isn't like trained to do it by some dopey ass human. You know what I'm saying? There's no empires built by anything else. There's no history books written by anything else. There's no cities, skyscrapers.
Right. Okay, we get your point.
But I'm saying, now you think about that shit, like, how else can you explain it?
Because we're smart.
That makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, what if we just are some organism that just landed here from some fucking space pod that they just sent out there, Superman style. We just landed, and it's something that just eventually grows into a bunch of people, and millions of years later, here we are.
What if this is hell?
Could be.
You know how they say you either go to heaven or hell?
Yeah.
What if this is another world's hell?
It's true.
That's deep.
Do you guys believe
you want to get real deep with it? Think of the earth as a living thing.
Right.
Think of humankind as a cancer killing the earth.
Essentially what is happening, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everything goes in cycles, right? Everything does. Whether or not, like, we're not solely responsible for the earth being the way that it is right now, but we have a lot to do with it. But, like, my whole thing with aliens versus religion is that one makes more sense to me, and that's aliens. Because, like you said, Kev, galaxy, solar system, the infinite vastness of space. Like, we've talked about prior on the show, it was last season, we talked about, like, planets that might be in, like, Earth-ish, but they were, like, 5 or 9 light years away.
Right.
Basically, like, we would have to send people out there to reproduce and hope that they made it out there because their grandkids would probably see it, maybe, or something. I forget how long it would take. But, like, yeah, I mean, if there's UFOs here, if there's actual, like, alien surveillance of some kind, not to get all conspiracy theory or whatever, but, like, if that's happening, yeah, they've got us. They know, how we work and, whatever, but they're definitely smarter than us if they're here. 1,000%. But maybe we come from them.
Bugged out. That's buggy.
I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
See, I think that, like, that is way more obviously, maybe not obvious to everybody, but I feel like that's way more likely than a zombie outbreak.
The aliens?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely.
See, because I think zombie outbreak is something like I feel like I Am Legend was a great way for that to start. Like, it was a medical injection. It was like a vaccine, wasn't it? Wasn't it supposed to be like the
cancer.
Cure for cancer?
Yeah.
Like, see, something like that I think could definitely happen. See, I consider I Am Legend a zombie movie, but they're not like zombies.
No.
They're not like the living dead. They're just like mutated, fucked up people. Would you agree with that?
I could see the zombie apocalypse happening before an alien invasion.
Like Night of the Living Dead, straight up, just zombies eating people.
Man, we keep bringing,
versus the I Am Legend kind of thing. Is that
keep-
what you mean?
We keep bringing people back from the dead. I mean, it's going to happen soon.
Something like that.
I mean, look at this drug Narcan that they're using on overdose victims. Literally people are dead in front of them and they're bringing them back to life. It's going to happen.
All the experiments people doing and shit.
Zombies.
Weirdo shit.
He's got a fucking box cutter.
I'm ready for the zombies. I am so ready. Like, the thing I'm worried most about is hiding my smile when I see the zombies coming.
I wouldn't say I'm ready for it, but I have enough of what I need to get where I need to be.
Yeah, I agree. Like, listen, so my family, they take this kind of stuff very seriously. Like,
Okay.
we have plans set up for when this happens. What to do, where to go, who to talk to, who not to talk to, meeting points, all kinds of shit. We're ready.
I'm not ready at all.
Do you even know where you'd go?
No, I have no idea. I have no idea. Jackie, we briefly talked about this, and she was like, I mean, my parents live right up the street. I'm like, do they have guns? Do they have guns? Like, is that? I mean, I know where your parents live, but do they have guns? Like, is there a reason to go there aside from, oh, I love my parents? Because that's not really cutting it for a zombie apocalypse. Like, I don't know. I don't know where I'd go.
Yeah,
Probably to Danny's house.
he won't be there.
That would be your best bet, but I would not be there.
Limited time only. I would react on gut instinct if I thought for one split second that a zombie apocalypse was coming. I'd load the car up and go to Danny's.
And then he'd follow me to the
bug
point.
out point.
Yeah. If one more person eats somebody's face off in Florida, I'm going to Danny's.
With your box cutter.
Just grab Jackie and Finn.
Listen,
And your box cutter.
Sometimes you need a weapon that's silent. So I'm down with the box cutter.
Listen, Kev,
you better get a bigger blade than a box cutter.
Bro, I've got cutlery. Okay,
Cutlery.
I've got cutlery.
You got dessert.
I've got dessert knife. I got bread knives. I got a knife. I got a knife.
Dessert is what
that is
John
all I
Wick
have, though.
calls his cutlery. His dessert.
I don't have much. Yeah, you're right, because I don't have much. I got about 159 millimeter rounds and about 250 slugs for a shotgun. That's it. I have enough to get me where I need to go.
Listen, the shotgun is good and all, but have you ever tried to reload a shotgun very fast?
No.
You're going to get eaten.
Okay.
Especially you have one of the ones that you take like shooting, right? For like the birdies.
Right. It's 6 rounds.
Yeah.
6 rounds.
Oh, it's a 6 round?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
Six.
not like a
1,
2 and
2,
then
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Flip the gun over. 1 bullet.
Yeah, I
Pushing
know.
it.
I know. That's why I'm shooting out of my car.
Thought about all these kinds of things.
I would die first day
First day.
First hour.
if I didn't make it to Danny's.
Dude, he's not that far.
He's not far.
No.
He's
And
not far.
even if it was like gridlock traffic because everybody's freaking out, you could still get there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In a matter of minutes.
But see, I got 159 millimeter rounds with a couple clips. So in between the shotgun loading, I have Amy wield the 9 millimeter,
Yeah.
and then I can get where I need to go to where I need to be safe.
Which is how far?
Probably like 10 miles. 10, 15 miles, something like that.
Could you make it on foot? In
I
a
got
zombie
kids.
apocalypse?
I got kids, bro. No.
I don't know. I think about it all the time. Not all the time, but like often.
I lied. I don't think about it at all.
Oh, I do. I do think about it.
No, I know how fucking much of a weirdo you truly are, and I guarantee you think about it.
I do think about it, Kev. Kev. I've been basically begging Jackie to get a gun. Like, we need to get a gun, babe. Like, this shit must stop. Like, we have to have one. She's like, why? I was like, babe, I mean, zombies could happen sometime.
They're
Maybe.
not that expensive.
No, they're
So
not.
a lot of places they don't pay us, but like French Creek Outfitters, if you go up there and if you buy a gun from them, a lot of the times those guns come with an hour of range time too. So you can go up there and shoot the gun, have somebody instruct you how to use it.
Right. And let me just get one thing straight, people. I don't really want a gun just because I think zombies might happen. Okay, but like
Covering his bases.
no, but seriously though, we live on a first floor apartment. I mean,
Yo, zombies are coming straight through that
the
fucking door.
straight through the windows, no problem. Nothing can stop them. Nothing. So I don't know. My problem is that, and I don't even know why, because I don't watch a lot of zombie shit. But I do. I dream about fucking zombies. I do. I have reoccurring fucking zombie dreams. And it pisses me off.
Fucking weirdo.
It pisses me off.
Who would you say first, Finn or Jackie?
Jackie. It would have to be Jackie.
Oh god.
Sorry, Finn. You can come live with me.
But like, see, my thing with Finn is that he would just bark and get himself killed so fast. Like by now, Finn should absolutely know that you guys are coming over here and know who you guys are. Everybody on the network, he barks at them equally for the first like couple minutes that they're here. Every day that you guys are here, like he freaks out.
Like
It's a surprise to him.
He sees you guys coming. He sees you out the window, and he barks. Like he has no idea who you are. But he's the smartest dog, I swear to God. He just has no idea who you are every week.
it'd be one of those times where like you need to be super quiet because the zombies are walking by, and Finn's just going to be at the door.
Yep. Finn would just bark and die.
Die.
I can't save him. I can't even get him to shut up here. And it's you guys. You know what I mean? He just has to get it out of his system. That's not going to fly with a zombie. Like you guys can tolerate it and just come in and pet him and everything's okay. No, Finn. That's not how a zombie apocalypse works. And because he's a dog, I don't think I can explain it to him. I could try. You know what I mean? I could try. He's not going to understand.
Oh my god.
But he's a dog, so he won't understand.
He won't understand. I mean, maybe he will because, like I said, he's very smart. But no. If he's barking his ass off at a
You
zombie,
think Finn's
I'm
gonna understand?
let him. Yeah. Dude, I'm not going to shush him. Then I'm going to get myself killed. Silence. I'm going to let him do his thing. Go get eaten. Go ahead, Finn.
You made your bed, now lay in it.
Jackie, if she's bugging out, I'm like, Jackie, I can tell her to where she can understand. Jackie, shut up. Shut up.
I'm going to feed you to the zombies too, Jackie.
Let Finn do what he's got to do. He's sacrificing himself for us.
Yo, oh my god. I would just love to see the expression on your face when a zombie apocalypse happens.
You know why? You know why you want to see that?
Why?
Because you're a bad friend, Kevin.
Yo.
I can just picture Jackie screaming, "Save Finn, save Finn." No, fuck him. He knew what he's getting into.
No.
He should have barked. Fuck him. Let him go.
He won't shut up. It's like, and when he barks at you guys, I'm like, enough, dude. And he like looks over at me like, and then he looks right back at the door like, "Bark!" I'm like, what are you doing? Like it's Kev. Go say hi to Kev.
I see him in the spare bedroom window, and I wave. Hi, Finn.
He knows what your car horn sounds like. One of you guys have like a lock when you lock your door.
Yeah.
He knows what it is because he runs from wherever he is to the window and loses it every time.
Maybe he's just excited to see
CJ's the worst. I don't even know if Finn actually likes CJ.
Why?
Like he barks at him like for real, like he has no idea who CJ is. Like you guys, he gets over it pretty fast. And CJ will attest to this. But CJ calls him out too. He's like, "You're just a bitch, Finn."
I would spit my beer out.
It's funny.
You gonna let him call your dog a bitch like that?
He kind of acts like a bitch to CJ. I'm not gonna lie. I tell Finn to stop it. He doesn't stop it.
Oh, that is funny.
He doesn't attack anybody though. He's harmless. He's a great dog. Anyway, yeah, he would definitely die in a zombie apocalypse and an alien attack as well. If the aliens just decided one day that all right, it's over. Enough fun and games. We're killing everybody. Like on some straight up Independence Day Mars attack shit. Have you guys ever seen Mars Attacks?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh my
No,
god.
I never have.
Oh, my God. It was so cheesy.
It's so cheesy and dumb, but it's hilarious.
It's so cheesy.
The aliens are fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
That's how
And
they
they
talk.
got
It's just
really
funny.
big fucking heads.
Yeah, it's great. And they're mad violent. They're mad violent.
Yeah. It
But,
was such a cheesy movie.
If that should happen, are you ready for that?
No.
See, I don't think I'm ready for it because I think we would have a harder time defending ourselves against the aliens than we would against the zombies.
Right.
Zombies are stupid.
Zombies are dumb.
They don't use weapons.
Yeah.
But aliens
Aliens are shooting back with laser guns.
they got that green shit that they're gonna shoot you. I ain't trying to get hit with no green shit, Kev. Fuck that shit. I got things to do. I won't get hit with no green shit.
Just like melt your whole body.
Pew!
Yeah.
Let's turn to dust.
Just like vaporize your whole crib, your whole house, just
Done.
Dust.
And it sees you hiding right there and
just dust.
Done.
See, I don't know, man. Like I thought I saw a UFO one time. And I was driving down
Were you on shrooms?
No, I wasn't. I was not. I swear to God I wasn't. I was driving home from work. I lived across town at the time. This was a few years ago. I was on a 30 bypass going west. And I swear to God, I thought I saw this like silver kind of cylindrical thing just kind of floating around. Like it wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't like huge. It was definitely far away. But, like I swear to God, I thought I just saw it. And I was like wondering to myself what the fuck that was. Like I did a double, triple take looking up and down from the road. And then like the fourth time it was gone. Just gone.
You bugged.
I bugged.
I kind of had
I
the same
bugged.
thing happen, except I saw lights.
Okay. This was like dusk. Like it was like 6, 7 o'clock.
There was 3 lights just flying around the sky.
Wow.
There was a carnival going on down the
Oh,
street.
shut up. Ugh.
Clowned.
we legit that's exactly what we thought though.
Oh, okay.
We legit thought that because we just happened to look up and there were these bright lights and they were just zipping across the sky in all different directions, almost like they were trying to play tag.
Wow.
And then we realized that there was a carnival in town and they had those big light towers, come here.
Right.
That's funny.
See, I legit, I sped home. Like I was like, today's the day.
Today's the day I'm going to die.
Today's the day.
Something's
Something's gonna blow up.
What was that big white car you had?
The Delta, baby.
Were you in the Delta?
No.
No.
This was after the Delta. This is post Delta.
Okay.
Delta, I might have been on shrooms. Post Delta. That car was the shit, Kev.
Dude, that car was like a fucking couch in the back seat.
It was like a tank.
Dude, it was awesome.
It was like a tank.
Yeah.
I got rear-ended in that car by a drunk driver. He was like going like 60 miles an hour. I could still close the trunk.
Didn't have a single dent on it, did you?
Oh no. My trunk was like impaled, but like I could still close it and latch it. My seat came off the track. That's how hard it is.
Dude, I remember when that happened. You were on your way to meet your mom.
I was right in front of the restaurant where my mom was. Our boy Mike Dunn drove past me. He was like, dude, are you okay? Like I'm just standing there like my car's all over the place. It's fucking nuts. I like looked up in the rear view and I see this van flying at me and I'm like, holy shit.
He's not going to
braced
stop.
for
I just
impact.
braced for impact and got rocked. Got rocked, dude.
Oh,
I called my
shit.
mom. I'm like, order this burger. I'll be in when I get there. And she's like, where are you? I'm like, look outside the restaurant.
Do you remember which restaurant this
It
was?
was Max and Irma's. It's not there anymore. What's there
Texas
now?
Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse is there now.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was right at the light to turn in. I was 2 cars back. And he hit me so hard that everything in my back seat flew up front. And my seat came off the track. Granted, my seat was like a bench seat. Like, it wasn't just like a fucking little tiny seat. Like, this fucking car was enormous, and everything about it was big. And he rocked that whole thing.
It was like a boat on wheels, basically.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Maximum comfort. I kept that bitch on E.
Every day.
Every day.
Getting 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, ketchup only.
And like $5 of gas. Spending $20 on weed. Stupid as shit.
Oh, that's so funny.
Having like 2 tiny ass little burgers for lunch. Go get like $5 worth of gas and just cruise around with you idiots. like the rest of you guys didn't drive like Honda Civics and shit.
But
but we can fit so many people in your car.
No.
Oh, God.
It was nuts. Those were the days, man. That car was used for a number of terrible things, but it was great. It was great. We took that thing down a senior week. You remember that?
I didn't ride with you,
didn't
down
ride
there.
with me, but yeah, we took that thing down there.
That thing made it all the way down to fucking Maryland?
Yeah, dude. I was following our friend Frank.
I was with Frank.
Yeah,
Fortunato?
I was behind you guys
Yeah.
then, yeah. And I was trying to keep up with you guys the whole time, him and his Honda Civic. Let me tell you how hard the steering wheel shook when you hit 70. Hard. Oh, my God.
Didn't you have Rudy in your car or something? Because
I
his
had-
surfboard was on top.
No, that wasn't my car.
Wait, there was. That would have been awesome if there was a
Yeah.
surfboard on top of the car.
No. But God, that car was legendary. I got arrested in that car. I did. That's where that happened. No, I got rid of it shortly after that drunk driver hit me. And then I got
Funny.
T-boned in my Acura. That was my next car. You remember my Acura?
Acura Legend. You bought it because it had rims.
Yeah. And then what happened to my rims? Remember we went to Penn State to visit Frank and Mike.
Okay.
And I hit a pothole.
Oh, shit.
And the fucking the wheel fucking bulged out, and
There
it
was a
like,
bubble in the wheel. We hear it like when we're leaving Downingtown, and the whole time it's going do 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 do. And we're like, Buddha, what is that? He's like, I don't know. Let's just keep going.
Yo, you almost had like a complete blowout.
I drove it all the way to Penn State Berks.
Penn State Berks in Reading.
Yeah, which was like 45 minutes away.
I went up to Frank's place a few times up there.
And it was, by the time we got there, it was like every 1 second we ran over a speed bump. Like, it was obnoxious.
So how did you get home?
I don't
the same
remember.
way. I'm pretty sure we changed. We changed the tire.
To spare?
Yeah, and then I took the rims off and never put them back on again. And then one day I left my sunroof open and none of my electronics ever worked again because it rained. I never had a radio, a CD player, Windows, nothing. Oh, that car was not legendary. But
that's so funny.
anyway, yeah. But then I bought your car, Kev.
Yeah. Yeah, you bought my Chevy Cavalier.
Yeah.
Bought the Chevy Cavalier.
That thing made it all the way down to Florida and back twice.
I got that car for a fucking steal. Put probably 60, 70,000 miles on it and then sold it to you. And then you put another fucking 100,000 miles on it or whatever it was because you drove it all the way down to Florida
And back.
and back
Yeah.
with the fucking steering wheel melted off.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
My steering wheel melted.
Your
down in
steering
Florida.
wheel melted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it got
Like the-
so hot.
Like the kind of foam, like outside of it,
Yeah.
foamed or it like melted completely off to where it was just like the metal inside.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't have one of those stupid sun visor things that you put in your windshield down there.
Everybody else
Like
did.
a fucking dingleberry.
Everybody else had them?
Most people did. the rest of the people parked in shade.
Under the palm trees because it's about tropical fucking climate down there.
My car, I just didn't even think about it, and I noticed that it was like super soft one day, and there was like no turning back from that. It just like over the years just deteriorated to literally nothing, but like metal. If I like crashed and like hit my head, I would have died instantly.
That's crazy.
That's the end of our show, our 90-minute Patreon preview. I had a good time with you guys tonight. Both of you guys did a great job.
That was a fun show.
Thank you.
Both of you guys did. It's great. Patreon.com/MBN Network. It's the easiest way to find us, and it's never been easier to find your new favorite podcast. I'm Taylor Cooper. Say peace out, Kev.
See ya.
Peace out, Danny.
Peace out.
Thank you guys so much for listening. And shout out to the people who already have checked us out on Patreon.
Just go check it out, guys. Just go.
Go check it out. I think you guys will really like it. Up to 2 hours of bonus content a week, but much more than that as well. Free shit, giveaways, exclusive episodes. We're gonna start doing exclusive videos. We're gonna start doing exclusive stuff with our fantasy football league that we're gonna start. All kinds of stuff. We're gonna set goals on our Patreon page for more incentive for people to join and get more free shit as well. MBNnetwork.com. Go check it out. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you next time.